Hey guys, welcome to the video. My name is Gunshi, and today we got a few tips for you guys who are looking to up your public match play or either your competitive gameplay. So these tips are going to be broken down into three categories. We're going to start off with hardware, then we're going to go over to mentality, and then in-game and system settings that you can kind of change. So let's get right into it. The hardware part. There are multiple things that you can buy to up your game and kind of give you an advantage over your opponent. Hopefully your opponent won't have these certain hardware items, but if you are a competitive player, there is a very high chance that they do, as most competitive players are looking to do anything they can to kind of give themselves an advantage. So most of these things are very common in the competitive scene. It's pretty rare to find people competing at the same level as you, playing without these hardware items. So yeah, just some quick hardware items you can buy to kind of give you an advantage, and reasons why you should or you possibly don't exactly need them. We're going to start off with the monitor. Now the monitor, I'd say, is a pretty big necessity due to the reaction time on it. HD TVs, sure, they have great quality, but the reaction time is what counts, and the TVs don't exactly have the best reaction time, so you're going to be reacting a lot later than your opponent would be. If you did go out and splurge on a monitor, they're actually a lot cheaper than HD TVs in most cases. My monitor is a 2 millisecond response time, 21 inch, I believe. It was only about $200 around there, and an HD TV of the same size would probably have cost at about $500. So you do save a bit of money, and you do get more out of it. But about the reaction time with the monitors, you want to kind of stick between either a 1 millisecond or a 5. You could go up to an 8, but it's pretty much the same thing as getting an HD TV. Like I said, sure, the graphics are better, but that's not really what counts when you're looking at purchasing something to give you a display advantage. Some other things that you can buy to give you an advantage are wired and SCUF controllers. Now, the thing about wired controllers is the registration time from the actions you are doing on the controller to the Xbox is a lot quicker than what you would get with a wireless controller, as it does have to receive, the Xbox has to receive that signal through wireless connectivity. And with the wire, it's a lot more, it's connected, what's the word I'm looking for? It's connected kind of immediately, I guess. It doesn't have to travel through time and space, I guess you could say. It's there automatically once you hit that button. So though it's a millisecond more than the wireless controller, in the end, every little bit helps, and that's why I believe wired controllers are a lot more advantageous than wireless controllers. You ask any competitive player, they will say the same thing. But yeah, the SCUF controller is in most cases, a wired controller. I've never seen a wireless SCUF before. But the thing about a SCUF is it has these paddles which allow you to jump and shoot at the same time while aiming. So that way you don't have to take your finger off the thumbstick to jump shot and then move it back on to re-aim. That's essentially what a SCUF does for you. There's other features to it, like a trigger stop and other things, but we don't really need to get into too much detail about the SCUF itself. For some people it is a waste of money. It's about $200, I think, just for an average SCUF, maybe a bit cheaper. But if you play claw grip, which is a certain way you hold your controller, it allows you to do the same thing that a SCUF would do. It's just, if you don't play claw grip, then you would kind of need a SCUF to be able to get that jump shot and the aim at the same time. So for people who play claw grip, it's kind of a waste of money. I myself play claw. I don't feel I need a SCUF. But for people who do play regular grip, definitely go out and look into buying one of those. I guarantee you'll be winning a lot more gunfights with that SCUF controller. Another piece of hardware that you're going to want to add to your gaming arsenal, especially if you're looking to play competitive, is a decent headset. Some quick brands that I can think off the top of my head: Turtle Beach, Astros, Triton. I believe Skullcandy is now making gaming headsets. But sound in this game, Call of Duty Ghosts, is very overpowered. You can hear across the map pretty much out of your TV speakers, not very clearly. So that's why you want a headset. You want to be able to hear where the enemy is before you can see them. That way you kind of get that kind of drop on the enemy. I'd say the best type of headset you can probably buy for the best price, I guess, would be the Turtle Beach X12s. That was the first gaming headset I ever got. It was about $60, I think, and it was definitely well worth the money. So yeah, just a headset is definitely one thing you're going to want to look into buying. So that's all we got for hardware. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the mentality, the kind of thinking process you're going to want to go through as a competitive player, or kind of just as a public match player. Like I said, I am a competitive player myself, and as a competitive player, I do very well in public matches. So if these tips work for me in competitive, I guarantee you they will work for you in public match. So let's go ahead and get right into that. The mentality you kind of want to go into, this is more for the competitive players right now, is you don't want to go into it thinking that, oh, well, I'm a very good public match player, I should be able to beat all these guys in game battles, or sorry, competitive gaming, sorry. And, you know, you don't want to go in with that, because the chances are you're not going to go in and be as great as you think you are. I myself went in and thought I was very good, and, you know, it's just a whole other gameplay style. It's a whole other type of thinking process. It takes a long time to get used to, so it's not like you're going to go in and pick it up right off the bat. You're going to need to spend some time with it. What you want to do is you want to kind of find a few players that you like playing with, and go ahead and do some scrims on game battles, or just game battles matches, GB matches. After you do that for a bit and you guys feel like you're very good together, you got a lot of chemistry, go ahead and play some tournaments and win some money. That's a good way to get up there on the professional ladder, I guess you could say. But that's essentially for the competitive players side. For the public match players, most I could say for you guys is patience is a virtue. I find myself, when I'm in the middle of a kill streak or something and time's running out, I'll end up running around the map trying to find that last kill. Don't do that. Just sit down, wait for them to come to you, and if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I'd rather keep my 10 kill streak and, not get my other kill, instead of get my 10 kill streak, run out, and get absolutely demolished by a couple of dudes camping up on top of the building. You kind of just ruin a good chance of a kill streak. That's about all I have to say for mentality. Mentality is a very hard topic to talk about. Not everybody is the same. There's a few kind of guidelines you can follow. And, I'm not a professional Call of Duty player at the moment. It's kind of my goal, but, I'm not there yet. I don't have the right to kind of tell you guys how to play exactly, but I do have some experiences and kind of tips that did help me out in the past, and that's why I'm making this video. I never ever found anything like this on YouTube that kind of told me some specifics on what to buy to get an advantage, or kind of the thinking process. And like I said, talking about mentality is a hard topic to talk about. I can't really pump it all out. But yeah, that's all I have for mentality. Let's go ahead and get into the in-game and system settings you can kind of change. So the in-game settings that you're going to want to change, I find, is the horizontal and vertical margins. Now, if you don't know what those are the lines when you first start up the game that kind of make you readjust the display size of your screen with the 2 or 4 arrows, one going up, one going down, and one left and right. What you want to do is you want to go to your settings and you want to take those bars for the horizontal and vertical margins and you want to bring those down as far as you can. I don't know exactly why this works, but I found out that, I find that, if I boost those up all the way, people will argue that, yeah, sure, you're going to see a bit more, but it messes with my aim a lot. So just go ahead and bring those down and give it a couple of games to get used to. I'm pretty sure you'll get the feeling of it very quickly, and hopefully it'll help you out. So that's about all the in-game settings you need. I haven't really messed with anything else noticeable. But the system settings themselves. Now, if you go to display settings, this is the main one right here, display. A lot of people like to play on 1080. When you're recording, you have to. But when you're not, for me, when I'm playing a competitive match, I'll go ahead and I'll take my display and I'll go to the very bottom display setting. If it's not on your display settings, you want to go ahead and you want to find display discovery and you want to enable that. And you'll enable a new display setting, which I think is 1650 by 15 something. I'm not 100% sure. I know the first 2 digits is 16. So go ahead and find that one. It'll kind of make your screen widescreen, and I find that it helps me control my aim a lot more. I find when I'm playing on 1080, my aim will kind of, I'll overshoot it a lot. So you want to go ahead and you want to change your display to that. Give it a few games. I'm going to say 4 to 5. And around there, you should be pretty used to it by then. And hopefully that does kind of give you an advantage in not overshooting your aim and keeping control of it. So that's about all I have for you guys today. Hopefully some of these tips have helped out. I didn't get the chance to kind of say everything that I needed to. I kind of got to keep this short. I'd say about 10 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and wish you guys a happy holiday. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. This is actually me and my co-anchor, I guess you could say, Bunker. It's from his perspective. We're playing a 2v2 game battles match against a very good team, and we ended up doing very well. So hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope these tips helped you out, and happy holidays. Gunchi and Bunker, bye.